Shalom Aleichem. Once again, we have a learning from the Sefer Rab Shalom by Rab Shalom Adler, a great Rab in the Galil and also in Europe, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, let's take a look. 1 second. Here, this is the Sefer Rab Shalom ala Torah o Moadei HaShabbos, Moadei HaShana, the Torah, and the Yom Tovim of the Shana, of the year. So we're talking about there, Parshas Pinchas. Ish ki yamus uvein ein lo. If a person dies and he does not have a son. Let's take a look in the Torah in Parshas Pinchas. 1 moment. Here we go. Let's take a look in the Parsha. This is talking about the Benos Tzalafchad, the daughters of Tzalafchad, and they wanted to have a Yerusha among the Bnei Yisrael. Here we are. Vata Amodna, 3 lines from the top, the last line on the page. Vata Amodna Lifnei Moshe v'Lifnei Elazar HaKohen v'Lifnei HaNesiim B'chol Ho'edah Pesach Ohel Moed Leimor. Oh, this is Tzalafchad. Here, let's take a look at where it says who they are. That's important. Everything is important here. Batikravna, that's the last 2 lines. Batikravna Benos Tzalafchad, the daughters of Tzalafchad, Ben Sefer, Ben Gilad, the daughter. Tzalafchad was the son of Sefer, Ben Gilad, the son of Gilad, Ben Mochir, the son of Mochir, Ben Menashe, the son of Menashe, Lemishbechos Menashe, of the family of Menashe Ben Yosef, Menashe the son of Yosef. Ve'ela Shemos Ben Osov. These are the names of his daughters: Machla, Noah, Bechogla, Umilka, Vesirza. These are the daughters of Tzalafchad. Machla, they're very chashuv. Machla, Noah was the other daughter, Bechogla, and Chogla, Umilka, Milka also Vesirza. Vata Amodna Lefnei Moshe v'Lefnei Elazar HaKohen. They stood before Moshe and before Elazar HaKohen, the Kohen Gadol, v'Lefnei HaNesiim, before the princes, B'chol Ho'edah, and before the whole congregation, Pesach Ohel Moed, by the entrance to the Ohel Moed, of the tent of meeting, Leimor, saying, Avinu meis b'midbar, v'hu lo hoyalo b'soch Ho'edah, Anoadim al HaShem, Ba'adas Korach, Ki b'chato meis, Uvanim lo hayu lo, Uvanim lo hayu lo. Our father died in the desert, in the Midbar. V'hu lo hayu b'soch Ho'edah, Anoadim al HaShem. He was not among the Ada, the evil congregation that went and they made plans. They gathered against HaShem, Ba'adas Korach, in the congregation of Korach. That's when they rebelled against HaShem. Ki v'chata'o meis, because in his own sin he died. In other words, it was a separate situation. Uvanim lo hayu lo, and he did not have sons. He had daughters. Uvanim lo hayu lo. He did not have sons. He had daughters. Lama yigor Hashem avinu mitoch mishpachto ki ein lo bein. Why should our father? Why should he lose out? Why should the name of our father be lost? God forbid. Mitoch mishpachto, from his mishpacha, from the Bnei Yisrael. Ki ein lo bein, because he did not have a son. Why? Because he didn't have a son, but he did have daughters. Thank God. Why should our father's name be lost? God forbid. Ki ein lo bein. He did not have a son. Tana lanu, please give us, please, achuza b'soch achei avinu. Give us a achuza, like a nachal or an inheritance, b'soch achei avinu, among the brothers of our father. Vayakrev Moshe es mishpaton lefnei HaShem, and Moshe brought their mishpat, their request for a judgment before Hashem. Vayomar Hashem el Moshe lemor, and Hashem said to Moshe, saying, Cain benos Shalafchad dobros, the daughter of Shalafchad are saying the right thing. They're saying correctly. Nason titein lohem achuzas nachalo. Give them an inheritance, nachalo, an inheritance, besoch achei avihim, among the brothers of their father. In other words, among their tribe. That's benos Tzalafchad ben Chefer ben Gilad ben Mocher ben Menashe, the son of Yosef. Cain benos Tzalafchad dobros, the daughters of Tzalafchad are saying the right correctly. Nason titein lehem achuzas nachlat. Give them a achuzas nachla, an inheritance. Besoch achei avim, in the midst of their brother, of the brother of their father. V'ha'abartoes nachalas avihen mohen. And then you should pass the inheritance of their father, lohen, to them, to the daughters of Tzalafchad. V'al b'nei Yisrael tidaber lemor, and then to the b'nei Yisrael you should say, saying. So this is the case by benos Tzalafchad. So what? And then to the b'nei Yisrael, v'al b'nei Yisrael, and to the children of the b'nei Yisrael tidaber, you should say lemor, saying, Ish ki yomus uvein ein lo. If a man dies, uvein ein lo, he does not have a son. What should be in that case, as far as inheritance? Viha avartem es. Viha avartem. 1 second. Viha avartem. If a person dies and he does not have a son, viha avartem es nachaloso livito. You should pass the nachala, the inheritance, to the daughter. Im ein lo bas, if he does not have a daughter, unesatem es nachalaso le'echov, then you should give the nachala, the inheritance, to le'echov, to the brothers, to his brother, to their, or the brothers. They can split it up. V'im ein lo achim, if he does not have brothers, unesatem es nachalaso la'achei oviv. You should give the nachala, the inheritance, to the brothers of the father. V'im ein achim li'aviv, if his father does not have brothers, unesatem es nachalaso l'she'ero ha'karov elav. You should give his es nachalaso, his inheritance, l'she'ero ha'karov elav, to the next of kin, mimishpachto, of his family, v'yarash osa, and that person will inherit. V'hoyse l'bnei Yisrael l'chukas mishpat, and it should be for the bnei Yisrael l'chukas mishpat, for a chok, this is the law from Hashem, mishpat, this is the judgment. Kasher tiva Hashem es Moshe, like Hashem commanded to Moshe, Rabbeinu. This is the laws of the inheritance. Let's take a look at what it says by the Rav Shalom, the Sefer Rav Shalom. Ish ki yamus uvein ein lo. If a man dies and he does not have a son, Rotza lomar she'ein lo Torah. It can mean not necessarily that he doesn't have a son, literally, but that she'ein lo Torah, that he does not have Torah, is that he didn't learn Torah, God forbid, or he's not shaykh with Torah. Shenikra bein, the Torah that he learns and he does is called the son. It's called his son. Azai im al kol ponim yesh lo bas, hainu hayira. However, if al kol ponim, nevertheless, at the end of it all, he does yesh lo bas. He has a daughter. Hainu hayira. The bas is hayira shenikras bas. The yira shemayim, the fear of HaShem that one has, is called the shenikras bas. That's called the bas, the daughter. So the Torah and the mitzvos that